Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another awesome collection, classic toys, toys of the 1960s. Today we're going to look at a more current reproduction and small scale of the classic Outer Space Men by Colorforms. Like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. We've done a couple of videos on the originals. I have some original cards without the figure. I have one Astro-Nautilus on the card, and I have a lot of loose figures. I'll leave a video to one of the ones at the end here. This was always one of my favorite figures. This, we'll look at it all in detail here. This is 2010. I believe that Mel Burkrant was one of the creators, or the creator of the toy back in the day, and then came back all these years later, and they've done a whole series of these smaller reproductions. I don't know if this is 3 3/4 and he's big or so forth, because the Astro-Nautilus is a rubber Bendy toy from like 68, and he's about this tall. I have them packed away, otherwise I would have had one out with it. And he came with the neat trident that's always hard to get as an accessory on the thing. Let's take a look at this. This is my brand Four Horseman. Fully articulated, complete with weapon, interchangeable body parts, detach and recombine. So this is basically his original color, although I think instead of that copper outfit it was more greenish on the original paint job. Look at how cool he is. He had bendable arms. There he is. Some pictures of the redo there. And then this is can open up, so you can take it out without ripping it apart. I've never taken it out, and I'm not gonna. They made a whole series of these, all different wild colors and everything. Since I have most of all the originals, and I very limited on space with so many things I collect, that I didn't get the whole line. I just got this one. Let's take a look here. More information there if you're interested in that. Time. Some of the other figures. What's neat about these, those would be worthwhile getting, is they made some of the figures, the second wave that never came out, like Inferno and Metamorpho. There's Zodiac. He's a neat one. I have several of him, some of them with the helmet and his little Saturn type staff and his gun. Here's some from the original thing. And then there's that. We'll read this first here. Original carded astronaut. That shows what it looks like. You can get one of those. They're extremely rare and very expensive, like over $1,000 to get this. Very, very hard to get classic toys untouched, unused, compared to comics of the same time that were so many was saved and so forth. This. Deep beneath the stormy seas of Neptune, great cities loom majestically in the shimmering twilight of a vast, beautiful water world. Here the mighty Triton peoples live, not content to see the sun as but a glimmer and the stars as tiny ripples floating on the surface of the sea above. Astro-Nautilus and his band of Triton mariners venture forth to sail and chart that greater ocean, outer space. Often visiting our planet, they land secretly without all human knowledge in the very depths of the Earth's oceans. Kids back then, and I did, set them up. These outer spacemen make great, quote, villains or antagonists for the Major Matt Mason line, because they're somewhat in scale. And this guy's a lot taller because he's big. You can see him here, the way he's on the card, his head, and you see how it is there. Very cool. And then here's the information of the new ones. They're here from her. This is 1968 that they first launched on Earth. Enjoyed a legendary stay on toy shelves across the globe. And their visit was over. They turned their sights back to the stars, live in people's hearts and minds. Now, 42 years later, and remember this was then, so it's even that now. I'm filming this in 2023. Outer Spacemen have returned, revealing themselves a brand new generation of fans to reignite the imagination of those witnessed their first landing. Four Horseman Studios is proud to bring you this brand new line of outer space action figures, each authentically styled and fully accessorized with character-specific detailing. Work closely with series creator Mel Berkrent to ensure that each character is accurately depicted, true to the spirit of the original figures. Figures are also completely interchangeable, utilizing this design system. Not only are the figures fully compatible with each other, they can also seamlessly into another Glyos universe. So act fast, catch a glimpse of the outer spacemen before these otherworldly ambassadors return to the stars. So they only made these in limited edition. I don't know if this was like $20 or something like that back then. Some of them have gone up in value. I think they're like 50 or more. So we could have it on a peg hook. Of course, this wasn't never in a regular mass market stores. Perhaps they sold them in comic book stores, and mainly you could get them online and eBay after the fact and so forth. So very cool, a neat figure. If you like space toys, you like toys of the 1960s, you like Major Matt Mason, you like action figures, you like aliens. So it's something to keep in mind if you've never seen these guys. Very cool, and I'll do another video in the future where we're probably going to do more individual of the original figures, and I'll do a big display of all the things they have for this, because they made later in the 70s they made puzzles and stuff featuring some of the outer spacemen, and they made mini knockoffs and all kinds of neat stuff. Very cool line of aliens that came out originally, like I said, from Colorforms, and this is by Four Horseman action figure. Until next time, more awesome collection, toys of the 60s. Thanks for watching.